What's going on, gents and ladies who may be listening? Nigel Hunt here, the intellectual douchebag. About 3 months ago, I subscribed to Hulu. Money well spent, in my opinion. Unlike cable, Hulu actually has shows and programs that you'd enjoy watching. One of these programs for me is that comedian Louis C.K.'s show, Louie. For those of you who don't know him, Louis C.K. is a divorced man in his early to mid-40s who is raising 2 daughters as a single dad. And his show, as well as his stand-up comedy, is based heavily upon his own experiences raising his 2 daughters and trying to jump back into the dating scene. Last night, I watched an episode from the show called Bummer and Blueberries. Talk about art imitating life. That episode actually inspired this video. Now, the episode starts off with Louis dropping one of his daughters off at her school. He runs into a woman who's also dropping off her child, and after mentioning some bullshit about PTA meetings, this woman actually propositions him for sex, saying that she hasn't been laid in a long time. Now, before I go any further with this video, I think it would be best if I explain the title of the video: Red Shit and the Illusion of Sex. At this point, we should all know that women tend to lure men into their lives with the illusion of possibly having sex with them. We should also know that what usually follows is a whole lot of bullshit. Well, years ago, I decided to replace the term women putting you through their bullshit with women having you stepping in their red shit. Why red shit? In my opinion, red is the most jarring color out there. No color stands out more. Red cars, for instance, tend to fetch higher insurance premiums. Red also signifies urgency, emergency, and can symbolize something terminal. Like if you took a shit and saw that there was red in your stool, you can pretty much assume that the end is near, if you don't get your ass to a doctor soon. So if a woman has you stepping in red shit, it's a lot messier than just regular bullshit, in my opinion. Red shit is more damaging than bullshit. Red shit situations are situations that are financially, emotionally, and psychologically scarring. Any man or group of men who are currently going through a financially crippling divorce or child support hell is literally being dragged through red shit by their ankles. Another red shit situation: finding out your girl has been banging and blowing your best friend in the same bed you share with her. A lower level of red shit situations would be on a sexual level, where the woman does something to put the man through sexual duress. Now, getting back to the subject of the video, Louis accepts the woman's offer, but doesn't seem excited about it in any way. One can only assume that he knew deep down he was going to be in for some bullshit. Anytime a woman offers herself to you on a platter like that, without even knowing your first name, you should be very suspicious. Actually, what you should really do is run for the damn hills, because there's definitely something wrong there. So Louis shows up to her apartment with a bottle of wine later that evening. And before he even walks in the door, she starts off with the bullshit. awkwardly demanding that he takes his shoes off before stepping into her apartment. Now, I understand someone wanting someone to take their shoes off before entering their place of dwelling. I'm like that. Even though I have hardwood floors, I want people to take the damn shoes off before coming into my house. But I always ask politely. This lady was very blunt and very stern about it, making the whole situation awkward. Then she takes issue with the type of condoms that he bought, because they were lubricated. She informs him that she uses her own special brand of lubrication, vaginal lubrication, and that she wants him to go to the store to pick that up with her money, as well as some unlubricated condoms and some blueberries. So begins the sexual duress for Louis and the red shit. She's begun to lay down the red shit for him to step in. So Louis finally returns to her apartment with all the items she'd requested. Even the blueberries, which he had to go out of his way to get. After she goes on a meaningless rant about PTA meetings, they finally get down to the sex. Now, she rides him for a brief moment before climbing off and asking him to spank her, promising to suck him off if he does it. Louis awkwardly complies and begins spanking her on her bottom until she has an emotional meltdown and starts weeping uncontrollably. It becomes apparent that this woman is mentally ill. The sex stops abruptly right there. So the night ends with the woman merrily eating her blueberries and Louis looking as if he's been psychologically scarred. Now, this is just one example of how many women lure men into their web of bullshit with the illusion of sex. And 9 times out of 10, the man only ends up stepping in her red shit. Many of today's modern women do this, guys, so beware of this tactic. Because in the end, all you'll end up with is getting a woman who's mentally ill with a lot of emotional baggage. Believe me when I say this, because I've experienced it myself. Anyway, that's it for me in this video. So have any of you men out there stepped in some woman's red shit? Please tell your story in the comment field below. And be sure to rate and share this video. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. More videos to come.